Hello everybody and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. I'm recording this Monday, May 25th, Memorial Day. I hope you can enjoy some of it as we honor those who fought for our freedom. And I tell you, it's just not looking good weather-wise late today, and I am very concerned. There's the obvious threat for rain because with each drop of rainfall, Fort Smith hits a new all-time record for the wettest month ever, and it's like that across much of western Arkansas. And when you have such a super saturated ground, it doesn't take much wind to knock over a tree and cause more power outages. And of course, there's the obvious danger, of course, with trees falling can hurt people. So we are concerned about the high wind impact, but there's now also the element of severe weather because this is going to be a very potent area of low pressure aloft that's coming out with some wind energy with it, high winds, and I'm afraid that there's going to be even the threat for some tornadoes. I don't think it's going to be a tornado outbreak, but we do have the threat for some tornadoes. And again, I think most of today is going to be dry. There could be a hit and miss shower, maybe a rumble of thunder, but I think it's late this afternoon and into tonight. I'm going to go through the timing and the specific threats and where in the state those specific threats are located. You're looking at high resolution model data here from FUTURECAST, and you see most of the day dry. I'm going to stop this at 6:30 in the afternoon. Look at southwest Arkansas, and you're also going to notice with this area of thunderstorms, you're going to see kind of a comma start to develop out here in Oklahoma. The model is doing a fantastic job right now. This is the HRRR picking up on the upper air disturbance that's coming through it and that twist, that area of low pressure aloft, that cold pool aloft. But you see these thunderstorms out here, especially the ones that can get out on their own, there will be the chance for them to spin. But this should organize into a fairly strong wind machine. And we are concerned about these individual cells. This is at 9:30 pushing into central Arkansas. This is the comma. See this kind of comma feature right here, this rotational feature up here into Oklahoma. It's doing a good job picking up on this feature. So there's a degree of confidence that's above average when you look at this computer model. But I think that the big threat here is going to be very heavy rain, flooding rainfall, and some severe winds with this. There could be some hail with this. Now I'm jumping to a different computer model here. This is at 9 o'clock tonight, and it's showing almost the same thing. It picks up on that upper air feature right up in here, a little bit further towards the north, but the end result is the same here with a line of thunderstorms producing heavy rain and gusty winds. But look how fast it dissipates during the overnight hours. So this is going to be primarily the western half of the state, and I do think eastern Arkansas will have the threat as well. Now, let's look at the overall risk for severe weather. And again, this is late today. Much of the state has been upgraded to a slight risk for severe weather. But where we have the most instability earlier in the evening, we now have an enhanced risk for severe weather. And I'll get to the specific types of severe weather in just a second. But from Fort Smith over towards Hot Springs, southward towards Magnolia, enclosed in that area in western and southwestern Arkansas, there's an enhanced area. And Little River, Sevier, and southern Polk County now with a moderate risk of severe weather. But you notice the worst of it will be northeast Texas and into southern portions, southeast portions of Oklahoma. Now let's get specific with that threat for severe. What sort of severe weather are we talking about? There's a low threat for tornadoes. And what I've done here is I've taken the Storm Prediction Center. I was tweeting out and sending out on Facebook, there's a 5% chance for tornadoes within 25 miles of a given point. Well, that it can get a little confusing to some. So what I've done is I've categorized it as low, medium, high, and extreme. And so we're looking at a 5 to 10% chance. And I categorize that as low. Anything, when you get up higher, you go medium, high, and extreme. But we're looking at a low threat for tornadoes across much of Arkansas. So I've just kind of changed the way that the information is presented. Again, in this enhanced and moderate risk area in southwest Arkansas, a medium threat. And again, it's not a medium threat for tornadoes for everybody, but it's where thunderstorms do occur. I'd say there's a medium threat for tornadoes across that area. What about wind? Well, significant wind damage will be possible. Severe winds, we're talking about 58 miles per hour or greater, but there's a significant threat for that across southwestern Arkansas, and a high threat from where thunderstorms do occur from Fort Smith back towards Logan County, Danville, Hot Springs, Arkadelphia, Nevada County, down towards Columbia County. In these areas in orange, that's what we categorize as a high threat, that where thunderstorms do occur, winds will reach 58 miles per hour or greater. The further east you go, notice it's still medium to low, and that's because as this translates towards the east, there should be some weakening over time, but still an elevated threat. And again, as I was telling you, the ground is so saturated, it doesn't take severe winds to topple trees. We saw that. Especially yesterday. We did have severe winds, but on Sunday, more than 20,000 people lost power, and I know a lot of that was the winds that caused that were not up to 58 miles per hour. Some were, but it just doesn't take much to topple trees right now, down to power lines as well. All right, hail threat. I'm not too gung-ho about the hail threat further towards the east. Yeah, it is a high threat where thunderstorms do occur. You see out here in western Arkansas. You get the point here. It's like western Arkansas is a rain magnet, is a storm magnet. This is just the area, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, western Arkansas, for the worst of the weather. But as it translates towards the east, I think that the severe threat starts to come down. It stays there, but it starts to come down. So now let's look at the overall impact forecast for late today and into tonight. Hail, medium, wind, high, tornadoes. I got it at it's low for most of the state, but I put it at medium here for western Arkansas, and flooding. I moved that up from high to extreme for western Arkansas. So please keep that in mind. Let's look at how much. First of all, the flash flood watch is in effect for most of the state. That goes through Tuesday afternoon. And then let's look at how much rain. This is according to the GFS model. And, you know, when you see, and again, as I've been telling you on the air, you look at this and say, oh, by 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning, Little Rock will have 2.05 inches of rain. No. It's just a computer. That's not what we're looking at here for specifics. No. We're looking at a range here. This is just computers that the computer is putting out these numbers. I'd say 1, and then you look at Arkadelphia, the Queen, 3.38 inches, 1 to 4 inches in general. Many 1 to 2. Some will be 3 to 4. So in this area here, encased in according to the GFS model, from central to southern to southwestern Arkansas, a general 1 to 3 inches of rain, and some places could see 2 to 4 inches of rain by Tuesday morning. And that's why, especially in this area of the state that I'm circling right here, in this area of the state, let's see if I can do this here. Oh, I can draw. I'd say that there's, that's why I've got the extreme flash flood threat in that portion of Arkansas. So I hope this doesn't happen, but I just don't like the way this looks for late today. Thank you very much for trusting us here at Channel 7. Follow at KTV News on Twitter for instant watches and warnings. And I can't thank you enough for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog for your in-depth weather information. Try to enjoy your Memorial Day. Stay weather aware. Lakes, campers, if you're on the lake, campers for late today, because there will be numerous warnings issued. And I have a feeling that much of the state will probably get put under, I know, a severe thunderstorm watch, but I've got a feeling it's going to be a tornado watch as well. So thank you for trusting us here at Channel 7. We will do our absolute best to keep you updated, and we will have our team of meteorologists on standby watching this for you.